This book, it actually sucked. It was terrible. And I'm asking everyone who's watching to never, ever read this book. So basically, the book is about some kid who grew up on this planet that was destroyed by a bunch of other aliens who hunt all these endangered species in the world. And basically, his family fled to Earth once his planet was destroyed. Now, when they fled there, they landed in Kansas. And living in Kansas, they started to think of what they could do there, to help the Earth. So they decided to make an alien hunting, corporation. And in the alien hunting corporation, they hunted all the, wanted aliens of the universe. But it was only the ones that landed on Earth, so that's what made it boring, because it only took place on Earth. Basically, through their hunting, they become wanted by the, wanted aliens, because the wanted aliens don't like them. So, the worst alien of them all, they call number one, comes to Earth to kill them. And he succeeds, except for killing the main son, who's the youngest, and he fled. And he's been living on Earth ever since. Now, this was in 1600. And no, that's impossible because the United States weren't made yet. It was a long time ago because apparently he lives longer than humans. He's 3 years to us is like a day for him. I don't know, something weird like that. Anyway, the book actually starts though in modern day. And in the modern day, he lives in Japan, and he's looking for two aliens on his hit list, top 10, 7 and 8. And when he's there, he meets his number one foe, number one. And that means bad juju for him. The main character throughout the story is Daniel. He's basically an alien, the person I was talking about, the one who fled from number one. When, for some reason, he's got this power, though, where he can, remake everyone he's ever known out of thin air. For some reason. And you can touch them, and they can do things, they pick things up. It's weird. He can also make anything out of anything, which is weird, too. So he's, basically an all-powerful god. He's basically a rip-off of Superman. I'm telling you, it's that bad. Now, besides Daniel, he's also got his friends that he makes out of thin air. Like I said, pretty stupid. There's his friend Willie, who is one of his best friends. Then there's Joe, who's like a father to him, and Donna, who's his wishy-washy true love. And then there's Emma, who's like a mother figure. I don't know. And they all help him hunt aliens. This whole story, it's told in first-person point of view, and but for a hot second, it's told in second point of view, second person, because in the beginning of the story, he's asking you, have you ever taken a test before? Have you ever done this stuff? Have you? If you have, stuff like that. Which, I guess it was okay, but for a fiction book, I just thought it really, really set it off course. Really. The setting took place in Tokyo, modern day Tokyo, some high rises and a lot of ghetto areas. Now, these areas really intensified the mood, and it brought a lot of, fear factor moments. There was one point when he was spying on some aliens from the side of a window or side of a giant skyscraper, washing the windows. It was crazy. He almost fell to his death a couple times. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Give this book a theme, it'd probably be, the help, accepting help from friends is very important because he neglects his friends' help because, last time he worked with a team was with his family and his family's died from, aliens. So he doesn't really accept help too much. But throughout the story, he begins to remember that, a one-man team never works. So he accepts the help of his friends throughout the book, and they live happily ever after. Now, the thing his friends help him with throughout the book against 7, 8, and number 1 criminal aliens, they're basically helping him to stop them from killing off another race of, species of aliens as in, human beings. And the way they want to do this is by brainwashing all of them with a new, really addictive video game and turning it into real life and making them kill each other. It's really screwed up. I was gonna rate this book on a 5-star scale. I'd give it a 3. I like the action. It was alright. It changed topics a lot, and sometimes the point of view, sort of. Not really. It's kind of hard to follow at a lot of points of the story. And that's about it. Everything else was just crappy. It just sucked. The plot line was terrible. The storyline was terrible. It was basically a ripoff of Superman. It was like that one movie, Titanic 2. Shouldn't have made a sequel. It's just bad. Just don't read it. Final opinion. Alright. Bye.